your first 100 subscribers on YouTube. Every channel that attempts this major milestone is going to face its own set of struggles along the way. But what in particular can gaming channels do to overcome this first hurdle? That's exactly what we're going to talk about today.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Thanks for checking back in. I'm Dan, and don't forget to subscribe because this is vidIQ, the YouTube tool and channel that helps educate you along your YouTube journey. Now, before we dive straight in, let me know in the comments, how long have you been doing YouTube, making videos specifically? And in that time, how many subscribers have you gained on your channel? Now, I personally feel like even if you don't have a gaming channel, that these tips may be interchangeable in some cases, but if you want some more broad advice, Rob did cover getting your first 100 subscribers here at vidIQ very recently, so be sure to check out that video. Naturally, as you start on YouTube, you're going to be asking people to subscribe to you. Truth be told, if you have a gaming channel, there is one fact that you need to grapple with. And that is that every year, it gets easier and easier to record gameplay content from your PC and then begin editing it into a video. Games are becoming more optimized for lower-end machines. If you play games on YouTube, you really don't need a face cam. And let's not forget the fact that games are just really fun to play. So as you can imagine, competition in the gaming space on YouTube is heavy. And it's my belief that as time goes on, that competition is only going to go up, as YouTube is only taking more and more steps to attract even more gaming content creators to the platform. So as you continue on your YouTube journey towards that first 100 subscribers, you need to ask yourself, why should people subscribe to me? And once you determine that, that needs to become your value proposition, as we say here at vidIQ. Your value proposition on YouTube is simply what makes your channel valuable. And if that's something you've not done yet, that's my first assignment for you. Determine your value proposition and then make it clear up front. So hypothetically speaking, you have your value proposition, and it happens to be, I'm gonna make sure you're the best you can be at Temtem. Watch my channel, stick with me, and you will master this video game. If you have less than 100 subscribers, what you have to remember about that value proposition is that now you need to build some credibility and authority. You need to put your money where your mouth is and show us just exactly how you're going to help us master the game of Temtem. You can do this in a multitude of ways. You could do tutorials, you can give your take on Temtem versus games like Pokemon, or you can show highlights of some of your best moments in the game where you conquered some of the most challenging boss fights. But keep in mind, in the early stages of YouTube, when you've built no credibility or no authority, it does take time. It does take time to build that up, and you're going to need probably a few videos under your belt before people start seeing that, oh wow, you actually are the master of Temtem. Subscribe. I gotta get good like you. That last bit of advice I just gave you assumes that you've niched down your content to at least one genre of game, if not one game altogether, in this case, Temtem. I recently did a video on this subject, and I'd highly recommend checking it out if you get a chance, because I go over exactly how I would go about niching down into at least a genre of a game. Once you have that genre or that game that you're going to play on your channel exclusively, I'd recommend getting yourself a healthy library of videos. Even if your plan is just to make one video a week, I would recommend, if you've made no videos at this point, starting out with about 3 to 5 videos on the subject that you're covering. This will do a few things for you. For one, it's going to help your potential subscribers know exactly what kind of content they're going to get if they come back wanting more. Secondly, you're giving YouTube more data to help better categorize your channel. The third thing this is going to do is give you the opportunity to diversify your content out of the gate. Let's say you don't want to just make Temtem tutorials, but you do want to do just some generic Let's Play content where it's just you playing the game for 20 or 30 minutes. You can do a couple of Let's Plays. You can mix in a tutorial and a review. Now your potential subscribers have a really good idea of what kinds of videos you make around this game or this genre of games, and it helps them better determine, yeah, I think I want more, I think I'm going to come back. This seems like the perfect opportunity to show you the Channel Audit Tool we offer here at vidIQ. This is the vidIQ Channel Audit Tool, and I've just done a channel audit of vidIQ's own videos. As you build up a library of videos, you're going to be getting a lot of data points. You could check the Channel Audit Tool and take a look at videos that are getting decent views, decent engagement, and go back and maybe, if you can, double down on that kind of content. Give your audience more of the things that they're coming back for. You'll see here that we practice what we preach. Our videos about starting a gaming channel and about getting your first 100 subscribers, both doing pretty well. We want to deliver more value to that audience who wants this type of content. So here we are. Alternatively, you can also use this tool to determine videos that could use a little more work. And you can go into these videos and determine, why did people only watch these for only a little bit of time? How come I'm getting lower like ratios? I wonder what's going on there. This is an opportunity for you to learn from your old content, and in the future, make videos that are better and better. These videos are already proven, and if you can double down on that content, you're going to hit that 100 subscriber goal a lot faster. So you've picked your game and your genre, and you know exactly how you're going to cover it, and you understand that this is going to get you your first 100 subscribers because now you're giving them value on a very specific topic that you know they're going to come back for. So with that out of the way, the next thing we need to focus on is your thumbnails. Now, generally speaking, I've seen countless creators do one of two things. Either they take a screenshot from the game and let that be their thumbnail. Nothing special about it. In fact, sometimes I've noticed YouTube just chooses it for them, and it's kind of a scene that doesn't really match the title of the video, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to get. Alternatively, I've seen a lot of overproduced thumbnails, where people try to cram as much text and tiny images into an already tiny thumbnail in order to try and communicate what the video is about in just one little picture. I can't stress enough, please don't skimp on your thumbnails. As gamers, we have a lot of awesome opportunities to make really colorful, eye-catching thumbnails because video games have already done half the work by basically allowing you to play in a work of art. Now, I do understand that some games make this a little more difficult than others. Like Temtem is a very visually appealing game, but what about a game like Brains.io? Brains.io is kind of a zoomed out, top-down game, and taking a screenshot and trying to make it a fun, clickable thumbnail is a little bit tough. But as you can see here, a lot of creators have kind of found a way to make this work for them. Now, as we scroll through these thumbnails, you can probably pick out the ones that you yourself would like to click on versus the ones that you might simply just skip over. The fact of the matter is, even if your game doesn't really allow for nice screenshots to be taken within it, be sure to put in that effort yourself and find a way to make your thumbnails clickable and eye-catching. Take a character from your game, make it the hero of your thumbnail, front and center, but make sure that people visually connect with your game rather than just simply taking a top-down screenshot and calling it a day. So up to this point, if you've been following this advice, you now have a strong value proposition, you have amazing thumbnails, you have a clear idea of exactly what your channel is about, and you've communicated that to your audience. You're starting to build up that authority and that credibility by posting a number of videos that identify you as an expert on whatever it is you're covering. Now that you've honed in on that value that you're offering your viewers, I can't stress this enough. It never hurts to ask people to subscribe. Think of it this way. They've already clicked on your video out of interest. They saw your thumbnail and thought, oh wow, that looks nice. They looked at the title and said, oh wow, I actually need to know how to beat that boss fight in Temtem. They've clicked. Let them know. You do this thing kind of a lot and you would like them to subscribe. When you watch videos here at vidIQ, you'll notice that right at the bottom of the screen, we always put something that indicates, hey, don't forget, you can subscribe. We make videos like this all the time. It never hurts to invite people to explore your library of videos a little bit deeper and decide if you're a creator they would like to visit again. Getting your first 100 subscribers on YouTube is probably going to be I would imagine, the hardest uphill battle you'll have on the platform. But once you get that first 100, you may find that 200 isn't far off, because by now, you've built up a lot of credibility. You have a library of videos, you have an upload schedule, and your audience is coming back for more. YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint. So enjoy the time it takes to get your first 100 subscribers. Learn with every video you make, and you'll get there, I promise. If you haven't answered my question already, don't forget, how many subscribers do you have, and how long have you been doing this whole YouTube thing? Thank you so much for your time. We'll see you in the next one.